yeah, we have here a Bentley Turbo R, and behind the Bentley Turbo R we have a Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit limousine. What year was it?
92.
92 lah. So if you look at the body styles, all the lines are very similar. You can see the lines are very similar.
Yep.
The anywhere from the A pillar forward, actually both cars are exactly the same.
Actually the same.
Exactly the same. In fact, the lights are exactly the same in terms of the brackets and everything. Even the bumper is exactly the same.
Bumpers are the same.
Yeah.
The only difference is, of course, you can see the lights.
Yeah.
Front lights.
Yeah, the light cluster is different.
And
the grill. The Bentley has a typical Bentley grill, of course.
Yep.
The Bentley rounded grill, it looks angry. It looks more angry, correct?
Especially from the back.
Especially from the back. Again, we are looking at it from a C pillar. Yeah.
Same bonnet.
The C pillar onwards, again, the car is exactly the same, and in fact, the bumper also exactly the same. The lights cluster also, they didn't even bother to change it.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's a good thing or is whether they are just being lazy. Okay, so we are in 1993, a Bentley Turbo R. Amin, can you tell us what is the horsepower of this beast here?
Officially it says sufficient.
Sufficient. Yeah, that's what Rolls-Royce and Bentley do. They tell you it is sufficient.
But later they managed to find out it's about
managed to find out
320 or something.
horses.
Yes.
Not very much, to be honest. But the torque, I think that's what's interesting in the torque. What is the torque figure are we looking at? It's at least easily 5 plus to 6.
Yeah, around that.
That means you have to change tyre every 6 months if you drive properly.
So this is V8 single turbo.
Yes.
6.75 liters.
Yep. 6 3/4 liters.
Yeah, they don't say
British.
6. Yeah, they don't say 6.75, but they say 6 3/4 liters.
Old school.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a very nice place. It's very comfortable. It's very powerful. It's a very good looking car on the outside.
The color of the leather is also a very good choice.
Yeah.
It's not very dark.
Yeah.
It's not the super light one.
Yeah, it's a tan brown, but it's a very comfortable color.
Yeah, some people call it peanut butter.
Oh yeah, it does look like peanut butter. Yeah.
It doesn't smell like peanut butter.
It doesn't.
It's real.
It's a good thing. You don't want it to smell like peanut butter.
And Bentley has tachometer.
Yeah. You'll be surprised in a Rolls-Royce there is no tachometer. You can't know what the RPM of the engine is doing. I suppose Rolls-Royce philosophy is you don't need to know.
You just waft along.
You just waft along. It doesn't even tell you the horsepower because you don't need to know. You have enough.
Yes. You have sufficient.
Sufficient.
Yeah, apparently Rolls-Royces and Bentleys, especially from this era, when they were still in one company, they managed to retain such qualities.
I suppose it's also why they fail. Because they fail to catch up with time.
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz are making very good car. BMW are making very good car by 90s. They redefine the taste.
Yep.
Yeah. So it kind of left Rolls-Royce and Bentley behind, which causes which leads to the company.
That's the price you pay to stay with
traditional.
Your tradition.
I suppose it's you have to catch up with time to a certain extent.
But I think BM and Audi is more for new rich, right?
Yeah, there is
people
a new
who wants to spend, who has the money.
New money.
Yeah, there's a new money feel about them.
Yeah.
This is like old school, old rich.
But then the new Continental Flying Spur has a new money feel to it, correct?
Yes.
It doesn't feel like this.
Because it has a lot of Audi-ness and Volkswagen-ness.
Which is actually not a good thing. The reason is because Volkswagen and Audi, they are not known for having the flair. You know? They built absolutely beautiful, well-crafted, everything, but it doesn't have that flair.
So do you get looks from chicks when you drive this car?
That was $1 million question waiting to happen. Do you get chicks checking your car out?
What kind of chicks?
Well, first of all, how old are they?
When you, let's say, you go to a place like, you go to a valet, stop this car, do you hand over the key to?
I hand over to
You do. Okay, so do they check you out?
So far, more. I think everybody checks it out.
Everybody checks it out. I suppose it's rare, lah.
Yes.
It's rare. I'm thinking actually it's actually a very good investment. If you have some money, you want to buy a fourth or fifth car. This is definitely not a second car, lah. I mean, from my personal experience, I can tell you a brake pump, one side of it costs 9,000 ringgit. Both sides can go anytime, and it's 18,000 ringgit. You can buy a Myvi with a routine inspection in the workshop. It's not something to be taken lightly upon, lah, to be honest. But if you are thinking about a car like this now, you are definitely looking at it as a fourth or fifth car.
Yes.
And I think it's a very good investment, because if you're going out there to buy a Ferrari or a Lambo and you are, say, 50-year-old, it's a little bit vulgar.
It's bad for your back also.
You the health issue, the health hazard. But not only that,
kind of more comfortable.
in terms of image that you're projecting is also again an issue. I mean, it is as if you're trying to be young. Maybe you are not. Maybe you genuinely like that car, fine. But the reality is, people will think you are a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
So if I want to have a toy car, what do I have? I can go out there and buy a Bentley, a new one. But I would look like I new money.
Yes.
Maybe in Malaysia this is not so pronounced, but in America, old money and new money, big difference.
Yeah.
In America, big difference. So if you want to project an old money feel, you go and get a Rolls Royce.
Yes.
Better still, a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, a soft top,
Yep.
preferably breaks down all the time, because you are telling the world, I can't afford to drive a car that breaks down all the time. You
and
can't.
most importantly,
I can.
You can still have the class.
Yes, and it's comfortable when it works.
Very, very comfortable. The girl's not checking us out.
No lah, she was pretending not to check out lah, but she looked right lah.
Really?
She looked What you're looking at is the inside of a 1992 Bentley Turbo R. It will look very familiar to those of you who've seen Silver Spirit, Silver Spur. It's basically the same thing. They have done this from early 80s until late 90s. Basically the same thing for 20 years, close to 20 years.
Yeah, close to 20.
Yeah, close to 20 years, isn't
Yes.
it? So it's a timeless design. For those of you who are into classic car, this will look very familiar. One of the things you don't get in a lot of modern cars is the use of real metal. To give you an example, just if you come closer here, you listen to this. This is metal.
That's
real metal. Every piece is real metal here. And listen to this, how it close. It's real metal, real wood. This is missing in a lot of new cars. Yeah, the new Bentley with the pedal shifter, that's metal too. It's the same one used in a Lamborghini, but that's very rare. Most of the new car uses very thick materials that looks expensive but are not. This is a genuinely expensive material car. Leathers everywhere, from the top to the bottom, left and right, you're wrapping it. Wood everywhere. Yeah, wood everywhere. Wood everywhere. So
Very British.
it's a very comfortable, very nice place to be. Very, very nice. I would, in a night out, I think chilling out with friends, I would love to be here. It's a nice place.
I think we're just missing a bottle of champagne, right?
I think we are.
And maybe some good companionship.